Let's run a hypothetical scenario. Every secret organization across multiple anomalous universes suddenly becomes aware of each other. No secrecy agreements, no jurisdiction boundaries, no hiding behind classified files. Just one question. If all of them went to war, who would still be standing at the end? Today we're simulating an all-out conflict between 5 groups. The Men in Black, the SCP Foundation, Sector 7 from Transformers, the Null Horizon Authority, and Leviathan 7. This isn't about popularity. This is about structure, strategy, technology, and psychology. Let's begin the simulation. The moment these organizations discover each other, their core philosophies become weaknesses. Because every one of them was designed for secrecy, not open warfare. Information becomes the first battlefield. Surveillance networks activate. Anomalies are tracked. Containment doctrines turn into military planning. And the first organization to fall is almost inevitable. Coming in last place, the Men in Black. The Men in Black are masters of concealment, diplomacy, and damage control. Their strength is subtlety. They regulate alien activity quietly, relying on negotiation, memory wipes, and limited response technology. But in an all-out conflict, subtlety becomes a liability. They lack large-scale combat infrastructure. They aren't built for sustained warfare against multiple, anomaly-focused organizations operating without restraint. Their neuralizers and compact alien weapons are effective for incidents, not wars. Within the simulation, MIB agents attempt containment and negotiation while other factions escalate immediately. They're simply outgunned and outpaced. The Men in Black exit the battlefield first, not because they're weak, but because they were never meant to fight this kind of war. Next comes a surprising elimination. The SCP Foundation possesses some of the most dangerous anomalies imaginable. On paper, they should dominate. But the Foundation has a fundamental rule: secure, contain, protect. Their entire structure prioritizes secrecy and containment over aggression. During open conflict, they hesitate. Deploying their most dangerous assets risks global exposure and uncontrollable consequences, something the Foundation is psychologically and operationally designed to avoid. While other factions weaponize technology freely, SCP leadership becomes trapped in internal debate. How much can we use without breaking normalcy? That hesitation costs time. And in warfare between anomalous powers, time is fatal. The Foundation survives longer than MIB, but collapses under its own doctrine. Coming in third place, Null Horizon Authority. Now the battlefield changes. The NHA enters as a highly advanced research and containment power with reality-suppressing technology and structured strike forces. Unlike SCP, the NHA is willing to engage directly. They deploy Xeno-based containment systems, suppression infrastructure, and coordinated tactical responses. And for a while, they dominate. But the NHA has one defining limitation: ethics. Their command structure continuously evaluates long-term consequences of weapon deployment. Certain technologies exist, but remain restricted, lines they refuse to cross. As threats escalate, leadership debates proportional response versus existential risk. And while they deliberate, more aggressive factions act without hesitation. The NHA fights intelligently, but restraint becomes vulnerability. They fall not from lack of power, but from refusing to become what they fight against. Coming in second place, we have Sector 7. So now only 2 factions remain. Sector 7 operates differently from everyone else. They are covert until they aren't. When pushed beyond containment capability, Sector 7's greatest advantage activates: the full backing of United States military infrastructure. Satellite networks, air superiority, heavy weapons, global logistics. Sector 7 transitions from secrecy to overwhelming force. Conventional military power floods the battlefield, allowing them to overpower nearly any single opponent through scale alone. For most conflicts, this would guarantee victory, but they face one final opponent built specifically to counter predictable systems. And finally, the last one standing is Leviathan 7. But why? L7 wins before the war truly begins. Because Leviathan 7's greatest weapon isn't firepower, it's preparation. Unlike the others, Leviathan 7 operates as a hybrid entity: elite research division, advanced engineering corps, specialized strike force, and predictive anomaly analysis. They don't react to threats, they model outcomes. Using xeno-material technology and a preemptive intelligence gathering, Leviathan 7 identifies weaknesses in every opposing doctrine. MIB relies on secrecy, disrupt communication. SCP relies on containment, force escalation scenarios. NHA relies on ethics, create impossible moral dilemmas. Sector 7 relies on military escalation, disable command infrastructure before deployment. By the time open conflict begins, countermeasures are already in place. Strategic strikes neutralize leadership nodes and technology pipelines simultaneously. The battle ends almost as soon as it starts, not through brute force, but through understanding how every other organization thinks. So who wins an all-out anomalous universe war? Not necessarily the strongest, not the biggest, but the group best adapted to uncertainty, because in worlds filled with anomalies, aliens, and impossible physics, victory doesn't belong to whoever has the most power. It belongs to whoever understands the battlefield before anyone else realizes they're standing on one. And in this simulation, Leviathan 7 walks away last.